Eugene here with a review on the Uchu Sentai Kyuranger 9-Dan Henkei DX Kyu the Weapon. Yes, friends, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. Right here it says Uchu Sentai Kyuranger right here. And right here it says 9-Dan Henkei DX Kyu the Weapon, or Kyu the Weapon. But anyway, right here, nice shot of Shishi Red right here and Kyu the Weapon right here itself. And right here, this does show we do have a Kyutama that comes inside, which is the Bowen Kyu Kyutama. Right here on the top, you can see it's got the little icon that we do have lights and sounds with this nice weapon here. On the top of the box, a nice shot of the remaining 8 Kyurangers. On the bottom, nice shot of the 9 Kyurangers. On the side, nice shot of Shishi Red with Kyu the Weapon. On the other side, that's coming at you of Shishi Red with the Kyu the Weapon. And on the back of the box, friends, it pretty much shows you the 9 modes of Kyu the Weapon. And everything else. When we first got the toy scans of Kyu the Weapon, they had it known as Kyuza Weapon, but the box has it known as Kyu the Weapon. And of course, right here, Kyuza Weapon. And of course, right here, we got it right here in English saying Kyu the Weapon. So, but in this review, I'm going to go ahead and call it Kyu the Weapon. But anyway, so this is the sidearm weapon for the 9 Kyurangers. It has 3 separate pieces that can combine to become 9 different weapons for each Kyuranger. And so, friends, that's what makes this weapon very, very unique. Here's a Kyutama that comes with Kyu the Weapon. It is known as the Bowen Kyu Kyutama, which is telescopian. So, anyway, taking a look, you can see the ore part has a lighter blue color than Ookami Blue's Kyutama. And you can see the emblem has like half of the emblem of the telescope. So if we maul slide it, as you can see now, it's giving us the full emblem of the telescope. Really cool there. But on the base here, it's got number 20, so Kyutama number 20. On the bottom, you can see there are the pins, and it does have B19, and you can see the plastic is a little bit different. The plastic is in a black right here in the bottom here. And on the back of the Kyutama here, you can see there is the reflective surface. And as you can see, my light is catching it, but we are seeing part of the secret image, and we'll be seeing that a little later on in Kyureno. So now let's go ahead and do the sounds. So here we go. So, says their change. Okay, says the attack. I think that sound has a mix of the lens of a telescope zooming in, or maybe it's going to explode on us or something. I don't know. So says their go. And I'm going to go ahead and do says the control. And we'll cancel it out. Now let's go ahead and check out the secret image in Kyureno of the Bowen Kyu Kyutama. So here we go. Ah, nice. Something that we would definitely see through a telescope. That's cool. So, friends, Kyu the Weapon reminds me of the Dan Gasher from Kamen Rider Den-O. I don't know if you remember that, but it had like 5 different modes. It can become, you know, from sword, gun, rod, and so on. So that's what makes this weapon here really, really unique. You know, 3 pieces right here. So this piece here is piece A, which is the knife part. This piece is piece B, which is the axe part. And this is piece C, which is the gun part. And of course, this is where all your electronics are coming from. So really, really nice here. But we'll go ahead and combine it to the default mode, which is the Kyu Sword. And so here we go. So friends, Kyu the Weapon's color scheme is in a red, gold, black, silver. And the one thing that really got my attention is the fact that it has this nice blue translucent glitter plastic. And you know, it's very soft here, but you can see the glitter. And I really dig that. I really do. And as you can see, there's all your gray here. And you can see the gold, it connects from each piece here to here and to here. Really nice. So I really dig the color scheme on here. But anyway, like I said, the gun part has all the electronics. So right here is where your lights is going to be coming from. And then you can see there's your speaker right there for your sounds. And of course, right here, it does have two trigger pieces here. Like for instance, it just depends. You want to use it this way for one mode, and you can use it for this mode as well. But anyway, and then right here, here's the base for the Kyutama here for whenever you do the final attacks. So you got, as you can see, it's got a nice star design right here. I don't know if you can tell here. And then right here on the back here, you can see it's got the battery compartment, which takes two AAA batteries, and here's your on and off switch. So, and the color scheme is really nice on this weapon. I cannot complain. Now let's go ahead and do the sounds that come off of Kyu the Weapon. So here is the on and off switch. So, and I'm gonna get a little closer so you can see the light. So here we go. Nice. One more time. So now let's go ahead and do some random clanging noise. So here we go. So here's what happens when we do hit when we hold the trigger.
Kyu Sword.
So it identifies it as Kyu Sword, which is Shishi Red's weapon. So let's continue on with the sounds. So the next mode, let's go ahead and get to the Kyu Spear. So we'll go ahead and just dismantle these pieces here. And so we'll have just these two pieces, the knife part and the gun part, combine it here. And this little piece here does stick out. And real quickly, I'll show you this. This is, you know, kind of like for the Kyu Rapier. And I'll show it to you a little bit later, but it's a fencing sword. But anyway, so here we go. So now let's go ahead and get to the next sound and by holding the trigger. Kyu Spear, which is Sasori Orange's weapon. So let's do the sounds now. The sounds kind of remind me on what you heard from the side blade. So really cool. So now I'll go ahead and dismantle this again and close this in. And so we'll get the axe part here. So this part here will connect here. And we'll have this part go up however way you want it. You can either have it this way. So if we hold it again, Kyu Claw, which is Ookami Blue's weapon. So here we go with some more fun with the weapon here. And let me do it this way so you can see the lights. So here we go. Nice. And now the next mode, of course, this one's easy. Yeah, this is it. And so anyway, let's go ahead and identify it here. Kyu Crossbow, which is Tenbi Gold's weapon. So let's go ahead and do some rather firing noises. Nice. So the next weapon, we'll go ahead and detach this piece here and put it at the top here. And this is the axe. So let's go ahead and identify it.
Kyu Axe.
Which is Oushi Black's weapon. So here we go. Nice. So let's go ahead and detach this part here. And we'll go ahead now and get the knife part here. We're going to have it fixed. You can rotate it now to be this way. And so we'll go ahead and attach it like this here. And once again, this little piece will come out again, if I can get it. And so then we'll go ahead now. It goes this way, sorry. So now we'll go ahead and identify it. So here we go. Kyu Sickle, which is Hebitsukai Silver's weapon. So let's go ahead and do it. I don't know if I'm a fan of that wibbly wobbly sound, but now the next mode, we'll go ahead and detach this piece off. And yeah, friends, we are done. This is all you have to do in this next mode here. So let's go ahead and identify it.
Kyu Rapier.
Kyu Rapier, which is going to be in Green's weapon. So here we go. Some fencing sound here. And real quick, I'm going to show you this little piece here. As you can see, just like the blade part of the the weapon, you can see this part here is in that nice blue translucent glittery plastic here. You can see it's very rubbery here. So now the next bow, we're going to go ahead and close this piece in now, and that's all we do. So now we just hold the trigger to identify the next weapon here.
Kyu Shot.
Kyu Shot, which is Washi Pink's weapon. So here we go. Rather random shooting noises. So now we're going to get this knife piece out, and so we're going to fix it up here. And so now we'll go ahead and have it connect here. And so we'll go ahead and identify this next weapon here.
Kyu Slasher.
Kyu Slasher, which is Kajiki Yellow's weapon. So here we go. So that's all the modes, friends, and so this is pretty much how it cycles through here if you hold the trigger. So here are the 9 modes of the weapons here.
Kyu Sword. Kyu Spear. Kyu Claw. Kyu Crossbow. Kyu Axe. Kyu Sickle. Kyu Rapier. Kyu Shot. Kyu Slasher. Kyu Sword.
And it cycles back. So now we'll go ahead and do the final attack here, and this is where you put the Kyutama at, and you can see right here, this black button here, this is where it activates the sound. So whenever I do put the Kyutama in, it'll say Galaxy, kind of like what it did in Kyureno. So let's go ahead and do it.
Galaxy.
A standing by sound, and hit the trigger. And if you hold the button again, now you can use other Kyutamas, but I chose to go ahead and use this one here because it comes with this weapon here. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead now and just take these pieces apart for a second, and I'm going to go all the way to Kyu Shot, just to give you an example here.
Kyu Spear. Kyu Claw. Kyu Crossbow. Kyu Axe. Kyu Sickle. Kyu Rapier. Kyu Shot.
Okay, so here's the thing here. Pretty much, and this is the one flaw I have an issue with. Pretty much, the final attacks don't really focus on each individual weapon sounds. It's mainly a sword sound based attack, and so that's why I went ahead and went automatically straight to Kyu Shot mode. So let's go ahead and put this in here.
Galaxy.
So here we go. So I was trying to prove a point here. So basically, like I said, it's just a sword base attack pretty much. So.
Galaxy.
So you can put any Kyutama just to interact. If you have it on Kyu Sword for Shishi Red, then you have the Shishi Kyutama like I'm showing you now. But like I said, it doesn't have a reader. Clearly, this is your reader right here. You just push that button. And that's it. For the 9 Kyurangers, you can also use your imagination and just do other kind of modes like, well, this way, of course. Or you could do something like this way. Or you could do it this way. Just having a little fun here, you know. So like I said, you can just clearly use your imagination on all these, other modes that we didn't see yet with Kyu the Weapon. So, well, friends, my final thoughts on Kyu the Weapon. Well, I pretty much gave you all my input all during this review, but I love this weapon. I love the fact that it is a multi-level weapon. You're talking about 9 weapons for 9 people, mainly just one weapon. And of course, it does come apart in pieces where you can combine them, and it comes as like an axe, you know, a shot, a slasher, and so on. And of course, the only weapon that had all three combined together was Kyu Sword, which is what we're seeing in front of us. But like I said, I like this, and of course, you know, the whole deal with the sounds, I was kind of hoping a little more, mainly when it came to the final attack, but they decided to go ahead and just do a sword sound base, which is a little gripe to me, but you know, I'll get over it. But anyway, and I do dig the fact that we do get a Kyutama with this weapon here. So friends, if you're pretty much wanting to get just a Kyutama and don't give a darn about the weapon, I would suggest you try to see if you can find a good deal, cheap deal on this weapon if you want just the Kyutama and you're going to get rid of the weapon itself. But anyway, all in all, friends, not a bad toy and everything, just that one flaw. So do I highly recommend it? Yes, I do. And friends, I wish you all good luck with trying to find this weapon because Kyu the Weapon is awesome. But anyway, friends, that's it for this review. Please check out my blog, follow me on Twitter, and to like my Facebook. And if you like this review, please smack that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, friends, to hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. And so, friends, this review on the Uchu Sentai Kyuranger 9-dun Henkei DX Kyu the Weapon. I hope you enjoy. Well, friends, I'm Eugene. I'm signing out. I hope you have a good day. And friends, I'll most assuredly see you next time. Bye, friends.